Round two.
Where's Maverick?
I don't know. He tapped out. He's over in the woods. Oops, I am standing on a load. There it goes. What was I doing? No, it's skidding. I'm right in the way here. I'll get out of your way. Evan's been staring at this beautiful pile of huge trees that are like 30 feet away from him while he's processing all these little crappy ones. It's probably just killing him inside. Just bring me those!
I'm not even processing. I'm just running them through.
Yeah, I know, right? You don't even have to click X ever. No cut command. I made, in the next update that's coming out, the 1.15, I made a version of this map, Sitka, but it's only got medium-sized trees. There's none of these big ones anymore. I have two versions, so I still have this original version that we're using now, but I had a huge plethora of people send me emails going, I hate the big trees. And I get it. I mean, they're a bit of annoying to try to handle them and stuff sometimes, but so now, oops, that's not where I want to drop that, Evan, but I'll move it up for you a little bit. So now there's going to be a version with no big trees. It just has medium ones, and then there's obviously this version still. So
just you wait, man. The Fairy Creek old growth people are going to boycott your server.
Oh man, that was the thing, hey? I can't believe how long that went on for.
It's still ongoing.
Is it still? No, I
they
thought
are
it was done.
No, they've been out there, like, not nearly as expansive.
I had no idea. I thought that was all done.
I think now they've kind of got the picture that, like, if you're gonna, like, block roads and compare yourself to trees and stuff, you're gonna fuck around and find out kind of thing.
Absolutely.
But no, they are still out there in the woods. They still have camps and stuff.
I was absolutely dying watching the cops arresting those people and pepper spraying.
Oh yeah,
I was just like, you guys are stopping guys from their livelihood. I'm surprised you didn't die.
You know what though? I was very unimpressed with media coverage on that.
Oh, it was terrible. It was so.
There was a
so
lot
terrible.
of stuff going on that never got reported. Like the fact that they would go into they would wait for the people to like mark a cut block, right?
Yeah.
Then they would go through in the middle of the night and they would jam like random spikes through all the trees.
Oh yeah, I heard them. They were spiking onto. Yeah.
So then when the hand fallers come through, they'll clip one with their blade,
Yeah.
And they were messing around with machines. Like I know a couple.
Oh yeah, I heard that they like burned them up, and then they were like they were cutting the hydraulic hoses off them and stuff.
Yeah, they were cutting hydraulic lines. I know a machine. I guess the keys got left in some of them.
Oh no.
So they managed to move one machine, and they used one machine to push over another machine, and then light both of them on fire.
Oh my god. You know what though? As the company, if you're well insured, that would be hilarious. You're like, hey, sweet, I get a brand new machine. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's true, honestly.
Probably like, leave the keys in all of them. Yeah. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, we're getting new shit.
Yeah. Frick, that's still brutal though, that whole thing. Oh man, that pisses me off. I hate the frickin' environmentalist group like that. Those frickin' yahoos, man. Not a fan.
And it's the fact that like they actually like get a platform out of it too, though, right?
Oh yeah, like, totally. Just a big social media buzz for them.
Yeah.
Evan, I'm just gonna drop these on this edge over here. We'll move that. We can move that landing up a bit. You're kind of on the edge there, so.
Yeah. Tell you what, you loggers are villains.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's terrible people. Trying to make a living.
These same people are probably the first ones that'll go out and buy an electric freaking vehicle that
right.
takes lithium and that fucking dig a 19-mile hole into the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. No,
man.
You know,
if you guys are interested.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, if you guys are interested, I have a couple buddies that were doing security out there.
Yeah.
And I know they sent me a bunch of pictures of like those roadblocks and everything after everybody had left.
Oh,
man, there were like cars flipped over.
Oh yeah.
Leaking
Tire
oil
piles.
and diesel and coolant into the ground.
They did worse damage.
So, like,
same with the ones up here.
Exactly, man. Like, you're gonna talk about saving the environment, but you're gonna absolutely destroy these areas that you're using for your roadblocks and stuff.
That's what they did up here. They did same thing for the LNG ones that they held up, and they like. I saw pictures too because my buddies. I have a couple buddies in the RCMP and in security that sent me pictures. And like they had diesel-covered tire piles that they were burning in the middle of the friggin' road to stop the LNG trucks from driving in. Like, it was
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's like, do you really think that you stopping that one truck by burning a pile of tires really was a great effect? Like, how stupid are you?
I wonder what the carbon offset of that truck not, being able to drive
Yeah.
is versus you burning a
Oh, man.
pile of
so bad.
diesel-covered tires.
So bad. Yeah. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm all for sustainability in the environment. If we can do something like tree planting, for instance, put the trees back that we cut. I absolutely support regrowth and all that good stuff. But to completely shut everything down and kill the sector is just absolutely asinine insanity. It's just not realistic.
Is that one loaded, Victor?
It can be.
It can be.
I mean, if you want to, are you gonna drive it down? Or do you want me to drive it?
I can if you want.
I can drive that one if you want to pull the other one ahead.
I'm just trying to jam the swim logs.
I'm going to retire for skidding for a minute here. Give poor Evan a break. He's got a few logs of that deck there. I'm going to let Victor me one more round.
Yeah.
He's loading me ass heavy here, so we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you got no weight on your drives there.
There you go. Nailed it. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. All right. Heading to the camp. To the sort yard. Yeah, pretty wild.
How to really annoy your driver? Load him ass heavy like that.
Oh yeah, yeah, that'd get you in some heat for sure. Yeah, that trailer definitely be sticking. Man, your tractor would probably just be kicked right up in the air. Just what? All that pressure pushing you up. That'd be good for you. Murdering that swamp though, eh? Not much left in there. Gonna just smoke it right out. And then after we're done, well, I think by the next logging crew, the 1.15 stuff should be out. So we can either we'll probably start a different map. And then if we come back to this one, I'll probably just go with the medium-sized tree one. We don't have to deal with the big ones. They'll just be nice, regular-sized trees. They're just better to handle and a lot more satisfying to load, too.
Bro.
This stuff ain't satisfying to load.
Just curious, have you ever looked into getting some like actual Pacific Northwest style log trucks in
like
this?
Like the Hayes ones? Is that
those or the just like Kenworths and Stars, but with the actual like a quad or a trident pole or something.
I just suck at making trucks. I'm not gonna lie, I'll admit that.
Oh, fair enough.
There are some amazing modders that made like some really good logging trucks out there. And I just like the insides, the interiors, all that stuff. Like most of the ones you buy, they're too high poly, like they're crazy, really, really highly detailed, but the game just like can barely even handle it. They just glitch out really bad. So to try to find a happy medium between a highly detailed truck that looks accurate and performs well, I've always had so much trouble trying to make one.
Yeah, well, because I have like a public release one. It's a Kenworth.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty high detail. So like, I mean, I don't know. Like, I play on a pretty good computer, but I know like one guy that I was playing with who plays on like No, it didn't glitch out. It was just because he was on a but here, do you want me to back up for you a bit there? Yeah.
Yes, please.
Right.
Just let me know when to stop.
A little bit. There you go. Thank you.
Good there. Perfect.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. And
it was just if there was like 3 or 4 of them on his screen at one time, his frame rate would just hang. Yeah. Totally.
Well, and that's always my other big hang up is that's why I use in-game stuff, because it's optimized for the game already. Like even my machines, the reason I don't put too much detail in them, I try to keep it as low as possible, is because the performance is absolutely crucial for the log physics to work properly. So if your frame rate's garbage, you guys already know how awful it is to operate when the frame rate's low. Like it's just your logs are bouncing and sliding back and forth and doing weird stuff. But if you have a smooth 60 all the time, your logs act like real life almost. So even with this many machines sitting here in our group that we have going, I'm holding pretty decent frame rate because they're not crazy high detail. If I crank it up even a little bit more, it's gonna start getting a little fugly. But I don't know. I'm learning more and more as I go. I'm not a professional modeler by any means, so I'm learning more every day about what things you can get away with while modeling versus what you can't. So we'll see.
Yeah, fair enough.
I never ever in my world claimed to be a highly detailed modeler. I'm more of a physics guy. That's kind of my whole thing, is getting the feel right. I've always been more about that. Not to say that the mods haven't got much prettier looking over the years than they used to be. They're still not quite to where I would, you know, call them perfect by any means. I would love to be able to have these like fully crazy detailed like real life, but I just don't see it happening. Not without losing a lot of frame rate. And then, I mean, like, I've downloaded other people's mods, like other mod creators. No names or nothing, but I've downloaded other mods, and like, they look amazing. Sometimes the interiors are so well detailed. But the problem is, like you said, I buy 2 of those machines, and my frame rate drops by like half or more. And, and I can't operate it, right? And it's like, well, what the hell was the point? If you can't use it, then I could park it and look at it and go, man, that's pretty, but that's not what I'm all about for this game. I want to use it. And that's always been my kind of go-to thing for the FDR logging world. But, like I said, I make absolutely zero claim to being the world's greatest modeler or modder in any way, because there are some amazing guys out there that can do some crazy stuff that I can't even comprehend. But I'm just consistent. I just keep bringing it, man. Just keep making stuff and keep going. And people are playing it, and I have real-life operators, and me as one now slightly operating in real life. I can tell you, it doesn't get any closer. Now, if only we can make the trees bend, that would be all I want. To make it so they have some sway. Oh my god.
Bend and or snap when they reach.
Yeah, snapping, when especially with the frickin' when you're bunching. Oh my god. If they could bend around other trees like while you're whipping them down instead of lifting your whole machine up in the air. Can you imagine in real life if they were all concrete like that? Like there'd be so many deaths.
Oh, I'd have rolled quite a few machines in my life, I guess.
Trying to slam the tops down and you just hit another top and it just lifts your machine and launches you down the hill. Yeah.
Probably be dead if the actual physics were the same, because I would have been launched across the mountaintop a few times.
100%.
You can't do that. Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Nope, you can't.
I'm coming down to the landing to fuel up. Whack. Smash. Perfect.
With the new grapples, you know, like you were saying, when you push them into the ground or whatever, they close still smooth. They don't snap.
Oh yeah,
so
that snaps.
Just out of curiosity, does it still send the tree flying when you open up the grapple?
No, it does not. Okay. You mean wait? Oh, you mean like
in
a buncher?
You go to cut it. Yeah.
You know, I haven't tried that actually. I should try that. I don't think it might. Like, there's still pressure on it, but I don't think it's a spring pressure. I bet you could kick it back, but it won't go flying, I don't think. I'll have to test that.
You know, like today here, whatever, just little frame spikes, you know, and the claws aren't open when I'm going to cut or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
All of a sudden the tree ends up halfway across the map.
After this round, I'm just going to do this round and then I'm done. But after this round, we will stop, and I will stream it on Discord, and we're going to both find out. You guys can watch and we'll see if it works. But I'll show you guys what I mean by the better world. I showed a little bit in that video, but it's nothing compared to what you guys will actually experience. It's going to be so good. But I'll try that. I'm sure you probably still can kick them back, because even in real life, there's a little bit of pressure if you pry, obviously, a cylinder against something and then it lets go. It's going to launch it a bit. But, I mean, even these grapples in the game right now are disgusting, because they just, like... I went when I first started today, because I was playing with my other ones this morning, just practicing and testing some stuff. And then I went into the game and I went to grab from the pile, and the claw caught is like, and it shot all these shorts back in my face, and I was like, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot it did that in this version. That is freaking horrible. So that's gone now. It's just, you bite into a pile and it's just like crunch. Oh, they're all still there. Oh my god.
You want to drive forward like 10 feet?
Loading from the back, Victor. I like it. Being different, hey? I'm just gonna push these over to you, Evan, because it's kind of a weird turn here. I think I'm just caught on a stump or something. I might be a little close to you. What's that? Oh, it's Maverick with a tree. I was like, what is that tree doing upright?
Trying to sneak in here close enough to drop them.
Here, what I can do is I can push that tail out there, Evan, so that they're lined up with your pile better. Here, hold on. Maverick just wanted to join the pile. Hey, buddy.
I did.
Wants to be in the pile. Now I gotta see. Watch out for invisible stumps in the water here. Is that kind of working, Evan? Looks like. Oh, I think I hit a stump. Did I hit a stump? What's going on down here? All right. Well, that's as good as it gets, Evan. You're gonna have to fight with it. There are stumps down here that no one knows are even there.
It's all good.
Kill or be killed. Is there another processor? Yeah, there's a green one, right? Instead of bringing these and turning... Or actually, these ones will probably land right perfect. This one's coming from the other direction are a bit of a pain. Pain in the old biat. Man, we've taken a lot of this swamp down. It's kind of scary how fast we get rid of wood in this game when we're all working in this. In single player, I'm like, take a little bite out, do a little piece here. In multiplayer, it's like termites. It's just like, uh-oh. It's like, oh. It's like, oh, we need a new landing? Uh-oh. I didn't plan for that. Why are we cutting so fast? These poor trees. You're killing them. You're killing the trees. Yeah, wild. Just wild. Yeah. Okay. Well, remind me. We gotta. When I stop, we're gonna go look at that. I want to know if that's a fact too. It does. The buncher grabs a lot nicer in big trees, though. When you're doing these bigger, fat ones.
Do you want to bump forward again?
Very soft.
20 feet. Thank you.
And also that fixed head doesn't jump up and down anymore either. As Evan's probably experienced a couple times now. I can't wait till we get the B train in here and we're loading up shorts. That's gonna be fun. 5 meters? 4.5 works, but fives are kind of perfect.
You got a B train trailer?
Oh yeah.
Is it the kind where the like the back of the Super B goes up on top?
You betcha.
Oh yes,
Yeah,
sir.
and it loads just like real life, or as close as you can get to real life. Anyway, that's for sure.
Really? That's cool.
Me and Maverick have
like,
loaded a lot of those, and I can tell you it's got to be as close as I can get to real life.
Pretty good.
Yeah, because that Kenworth that I have, it's got a quad, and it's got a trident pole.
That's what I want to build is a quad. I wouldn't mind building a quad too if I could find one that's decent. Just because they're so annoying to load, that'd be fun to have one.
I can imagine that they're annoying to load just because of how close together the bucks are.
Yep. Yeah,
Is
they're
that why
annoying
they're
to load,
annoying?
and they're really heavy, and they like to dance around. Well, I don't know. That was my experience with them. I'm sure Maverick has a million special techniques he used to do that in real life, but man, I absolutely hated quads.
I would sooner load quads in the bush than trains, because trains just are hard
Annoying.
to deal with.
Oh yeah.
Quad drives up, you tip his trailer up, he'd pull
Oh
forward,
yeah.
drop
Okay,
it
you're
down.
tipping them though, right? That's what I
Yeah.
wanted to do. If I could tip it to load it, that would have been perfect. But nope. All the ones that came to the stupid mill, you have to lift them all way up, and they're so friggin' heavy.
That's just because the driver's too fucking lazy to run out there after you put it on the ground and unhook the chain.
Yeah. Well, and the ones that come to the mill here don't have a molly on the front for tipping it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, none of them. Not a single quad that came there, and we had probably 6 different ones, and none of them have a molly on the front for tipping. You have to just grab
Someone
and lift
has
off the
their
bag.
in-game mic on and it's very staticky on my TV.
Oh,
It's me, Daryl.
I just turned my voice chat off.
Yeah, I always
entirely,
turn
so
my
I don't
in-game
hear it
off, yeah.
anymore.
Is it a push to talk thing on this? No, I think it's just live mic.
I just
I
go
think
through
it's
and mute everybody.
voice detection.
Oh, it's log in. But yeah, anyway, quads, nightmare, hated it. That's actually what tipped over my button top when I was loading one, and I almost freaking kissed the ground there. That was pretty cool. And the best part was it was on night shift, and the trucker that I dropped, I basically had to drop his trailer, not too far off the ground, but enough it was a bit of a bonk. And he didn't even know it happened. That's how with it he was on night shift. It was good. I was like, dude, I'm so sorry I freaking fucked up there. And he's like, oh, what? And I'm like, oh, I dropped the trailer down. He's like, oh. He's like, is there any, I didn't even see. He's like, is there any damage or anything? I'm like, no, it looks good. He's like, okay, cool, see ya. And then he buggered off.
See you later.
I was like, all right.
On my truck.
Yeah. Oh, it was. Yeah, he owned that thing. He didn't even care, though. He was
Was he an owner? Oh, he was
yeah, he was an owner. Yeah, he owned her. Yeah. I'd known him for a long time, but I was just like, holy shit. I just wasn't expecting it because I've been lifting B-Train pups for like forever, right? And then he was I think the second quad I ever did, and I had my arm way too far out, and I was thinking, oh yeah, I can lift that, no problem. And I got it up in the air, and I was like, oh yeah, no problem. And then all of a sudden it started kind of going creaky down. I'm like, oh, that's weird. So I like pulled my stick back to kind of like lift it up. Well, that was a dumb move because it put more weight on the end, and whoo, down we went.
Gravity work.
Yeah, panic mode for Jordan. Change your shorts. And I was up on this big berm, like up probably, I don't know, 4 feet off the ground, which doesn't seem high, but when you're in a button top, it's pretty high. Because I was kind of loading from a bench. And oh man, that was a long way down when you're that high up in the air. You're just like, ah! Truck behind
where did that one you just flicked off even go?
Yeah. It went to
I just saw it
infinity.
go up on my screen and then it didn't come back down.
Yeah.
It's probably still up there.
Yeah.
So was it like that frog that's like do 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 and it just keeps going? Yeah.
Alrighty, I gotta get out of here.
Yeah, no worries. We're almost done here anyway. We'll just do another couple swings and look at this landing though. This is actually a hot ass landing. It looks really good. So like well organized for once in our lives. I think it's just because we have a smaller crew too. That really does help when you don't have 50 guys running around just grabbing wood because they're bored. As appropriate as that sounded. All right. Just for you there, big guy. You ordered a double, oops, French fries here. Hold on, I'm gonna tip it back here, Evan. Oh, there we go. It's kind of whatever. I don't even know. That's kind of sort of in line to where they want them to go. French fries.
So where you were working, were you having to put their trailers back up on their truck?
Yeah.
Or like the pop back up on, oh, it didn't have one of those like things that the drivers use, like the winch thing to pick it up?
Yeah, so at the main mill, so the pellet plant is just down, that's where I was at the pellet plant unloading pulp. So at the main mill, where they unload like all the saw logs and stuff, they have trailer loaders up there, and they can take them off there. But if they're down here with me, like way down below, then I just do it for them, because it's way faster than going through this really slow cable on the trailer loader. And as long as you're good at it and you're careful, you can load them pretty darn quick. So yeah, I would just whip them on there. Actually, I have a bunch of videos on YouTube that I did, kind of showing off what it was. Lots of B-train loading. And TikTok now. Now we're TikTok famous.
What was that, Victor?
I'm gonna call that a load. UI is so back heavy. Oh, and you got
unlock him. Unlock him. He's stuck to you.
Oh. There you
I know.
go.
I've had guys drive away with it still on there. I'm like, no, here we go. Yeah.
Oh god.
Adventure of the day. But yeah, so that's what inspired the want to make a B train, was just doing it in real life and then being like, oh man, it'd be kind of cool to get some practice even. And although it's not 100% perfect, it's as close as I can do it. I spent a lot of hours trying to get that balance though while we frick around. Sometimes you put on the back, the trailer would just like ricochet up into the air for whatever reason and never come back. But I think I got that issue sorted out now. My frame rate's hurting now.
Yeah, with that Kenworth, I was trying to load the quad up onto the back.
Oh yeah.
But I was trying to use the like the default game machines, like the Volvo that just has the dangle head.
Oh, how'd that go?
And I got that thing jammed so messed up in the truck that
It's
I
just
couldn't
like,
get it out.
we're just gonna sell it like this. It's all molded metal together now.
Yeah, literally.
Can it lift it? Has it got enough weight?
It can.
Oh wow, I'm surprised.
Yeah, it had enough weight to lift it, but because it's a dangle head, it just kind of swung around everywhere, right?
Oh yeah, that's funny.
Yeah, I got one of those that the new trailer pack that I got came with one of those trailer loader things that actually works, so that's nice.
Oh, okay.
Not having to, so the loader can just, like, when you're at the landing, the loader just picks it up off and sets it down, but then when you're at the mill, you can put one of those loaders down.
Yeah, that's sweet.
So then you don't have to use a loader to put it back up on the
yeah, that's much easier. Hey? Is it just a placeable kind of trailer loader?
It's like, it's hard to explain. So it's like, I guess it's classed as a vehicle in the game because like you buy it in the vehicle shop. I don't really know what the actual legit way is other than like use super strength and pick it up and move it wherever you want.
Oh,
or I mean, I guess
so
you
how do you move it? How do you move it?
Like, the only way that I know to move it is with super strength.
Oh.
There might be another way to move it,
but somebody made it an actual vehicle instead of a placeable, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Because is there
I don't know
any,
if maybe they had
I haven't
to do
looked
that,
in the modding scene. Is there any vehicle or any placeable crane type things that deal with logs of any kind?
Yes.
Placeable?
There is?
Oh, there is?
Yes.
I need to take a look at that because I have a plan for something I want to build placeable, but I have yet to see any placeables that I was able to find.
This one's kind of like a metal steel plant, A-frame.
Yeah.
I brought that all the way over here.
2 A-frames with a beam across.
Okay.
And then it's got a cab that sits at the one end, and you got your cable goes up or your winch goes in and out the beam. But you gotta finagle the logs through the A-frame to get them on the outside of the beam because the beam goes outside.
Oh, that's the crane that grabs the logs off your truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. And it's really hard to unload them. I've seen a video of that thing, I think.
I haven't tried it. I tried it out, but I never got a load of truck logs under it. I went, no. I just set it up. You got to set it up with a trailer.
Yeah.
You haul it to where you want with the trailer, and then it sets up. Like I said, it looks like something you would see in a place that sells big steel items. They got the big A-frame.
Yeah. That's the same one I was looking at then. Yeah.
But yeah, to try and get the logs outside that A-frame, you got to kind of manipulate them through the A-frame.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what I could see anyway.
Yeah. No, I definitely, it's the same one I saw the video of.
I set it up, finally got all the bindings set up on it, and I went, nah, I don't like it.
Fair enough.
I had Buddy build me that Laternal, so that's my motor for now.
My old Laterno.
I just threw
nice to see it running around again.
Yep, it is. It's alive.
It's alive.